Okay, I got another person down here at Hughes Gap that's out here hiking, and she's got a little bit different story than some of the other ones, and we're going to find out. Tell me your name or trail name and just anything you want to share.
Yeah, my trail name is Pushing 60 because I'm pushing 60.
Okay.
And I kept telling myself I need to hike I want to hike the Appalachian Trail before I hit 60. So here I am.
Here you are.
Pushing
Now,
60.
where are you from, Pushing 60?
I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota, so it's cold up there.
It is, and you know, a lot of folks have said, oh, you must be used to this cold, but in Minnesota we dress right for the cold. Right. Down here I have been very cold many times.
And you told me off camera, I usually don't ask very many questions. I haven't asked you but one, I believe. But you're not attempting a through hike. You're out here hiking 3 months wherever it gets you.
That's right. I've got 3 months and then I have to go back to work. So I'm my goal is Harper's Ferry, but I am behind schedule for that. So we'll see. I'll go as far as I can get with the time I have.
Will you have 3 months off next year, or is this a...
No, this is a one-time shot.
One-time deal.
Not sure when I'll be able to come back and do
And then maybe after you retire, you would come back and finish it, or do a whole through hike?
Possibly, if possibly.
How's it going for you? Is there any surprises out here for you?
Yeah, well, the weather, I think, surprised us all. I started March 1st, and the bad weather that hit March 3rd and 4th took most hikers off the trail for a few days, few nights. The terrain has been a surprise, I think, for me and many others, that we didn't realize how strenuous
how much
Georgia
elevation
and southern North Carolina was going to be. But I'm feeling right about now. I've been out a month. Right about now, I feel like my body's starting to
wear down
a little bit.
Yeah. Have you had any injuries?
Yes.
Okay.
First week I slipped and fell and landed my face right on a rock. I had a huge black eye for about a week.
Oh, I think somebody mentioned you.
Yeah.
They told me there was a lady walking with a black eye and they wasn't sure how. Hey guys, if y'all go ahead and walk off, that's fine. I'm talking to the people we just interviewed. Okay, you have a good day too.
Yeah.
Now, all your gear's working good though?
Gear's working great, yeah. Yeah, very happy with everything that I brought. I have used every single thing I brought, which
That's
feels
your
good.
pack over there, I believe. Is that right? The green one?
Yeah, the big green one.
It's kind of big. Yeah, it's kind of big.
Yeah, but it's the bear vault. I have a. You see
you got a bear. Okay, you got a bear vault
in
there.
And that makes the pack.
Yeah, you got that on the top.
Taller than it really is. So.
Now, there's not a lot of people that carry the bear vault. Tell me why you felt it was a real necessity.
Yeah, it was something I couldn't decide on for a long time.
Okay.
And finally decided that I had never tried one, and I'm going to give it a try. I've had late nights before trying to hang a bear bag, and that's no fun. And I thought how nice it would be to just be able to set it on the ground.
It's got multiple purpose, setting on.
It does. I use it as a chair a lot, so I'm tenting. So I sit out on it all the time to put my boots on and off, or to cook and sit and write in my journal. It's also clear, so you can see everything that you're reaching for, and you can put things in it like bread and crackers that don't get crushed. So it's got a lot of pluses, but it is big and bulky.
What do you miss the most about not being at home today?
Well, my family was just here. My husband and daughter, Matt and Skylar, were just here visiting in Irwin, so three days ago, and I already miss them terribly. So it's great to see them, but when they leave, that's kind of hard too.
I hear you. My wife talks about that all the time. When I would come out, every time she saw the truck leaving, she said, "I ought to get in it. I ought to get in it." So it's kind of hard. So I stayed out more than I should have.
Yeah.
And I'll let these folks next to me here when I'm getting ready to ask you, and let them just put a thought in their mind. If a helicopter could drop anything you could have in the world to eat tonight, wherever you was camping, what do you think it would be?
It's grilled cheese sandwiches.
Grilled cheese sandwiches. I've had people tell me cornflakes and all of this. I keep waiting for something, like a filet mignon or lobster or something like that. What about y'all?
Hot soup.
Hot soup.
Beer.
A beer and hot soup is what the off camera is saying. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking a second to talk to me. I know y'all need to get on out of here. It's cold just standing here. Anybody else you want to say hello to before we cut it off?
Yeah, so Matt and Skylar and Mom and Jerry and Jesse and the rest of my family back home. I miss all of you very much. And also just wanted to say how fun it is to meet you, Jimmy. You're famous. And, I feel very honored to have the chance to run into you today. And thanks for your trail magic that you're giving out too.
God bless every step between here and Katahdin. I hope we see a summit picture.
All right.
Hey guys, we're still here at Sam's Gap with the Trail Magic. It's Saturday morning. I've got another hiker attempting a through hike. Now I'm going to get some information about him. Tell me your trail name or whatever you want to share.
Yeah, my name's Hemingway.
Hemingway, how did you get that name?
I got that name because, I was writing in my journal all the time, hanging out in the shelter, and they all made jokes about how I was a lot like Hemingway. So I'm from New York State, upstate New York.
So you're kind of hiking back toward home.
Yeah, a little bit past.
Have you hiked up there very much?
Yeah, I've hiked in the Adirondacks a lot. I have about 12 of the high peaks of the 46 under my belt. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you done Mount Washington?
I have not done Mount Washington.
Or Madison, none of those right there by Washington?
I haven't done the presidential range, so I'm pretty excited for that.
That's good. Moosalok?
What?
That Moosalok, that's not considered that though, is it?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. When did you start, your start date?
I started March 3rd, so this is day 28.
And Hemingway, are you taking a leave of absence from work, or what's your deal?
Well, I quit both my jobs.
Which were?
I was teaching college courses at a community college in Buffalo, New York, and I was also working for Wegmans.
Okay.
Market. So I quit both of those, and I'm going back to school. I'm starting my doctorate.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, what's your degree?
Sociology.
Wow, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What made you decide to, at this time of life, come hike the AT?
The idea started festering about 3 years ago, and then, a life shift happened, and I decided I was going to go back to school. And a year ago, I started planning, pretty much March 1st of last year. Okay. I decided I was going to hike, and so that's when I decided I was going to start the preparations and quit my job and everything else.
You can go ahead and take some coffee if you want. How long, when you talk about the planning, tell me a little bit about the planning stage. And the reason I do these interviews sometimes is because future hikers are looking at this, trying to get information. So what would you share with somebody that's looking at this for that reason?
Okay, so I'm a big reader. So I read a lot of the biographies that people wrote about their journeys. Chris Gage had a great one about all the preparations, materials you might need. Zach Davis wrote a great one about the mental game that you might need. If you're not a reader, there's a ton of YouTube channels. I followed Darwin on the trail and Homemade Wanderlust, Dixie. They have a lot of great resources for you to plan. And I went pretty in depth in my planning, but after I got my gear set up, I pretty much said,
shut it off?
I shut it off and I said, I'm just going to kind of go with the flow. So I didn't decide to do any supplies being shipped to me. I'm doing everything kind of on the go. Okay.
And since you didn't do any resupply or boxes or anything, what did you do at Fontana? Because Fontana is not a good place to resupply, especially when you went through there.
So Ron Haven, wonderful man down in Franklin, New York, he gave me great advice. He said, mile 150, get off, go to Robbinsville, North Carolina, and get a resupply.
Fantastic.
You get a resupply there. You don't have to worry about Fontana Dam that has a terrible resupply, and you can push through the Smokies and get to Standing Bear where you can get another resupply.
So did you stay at Lonnie's at Stokoe Wolf Creek Hostel, or did you stay at Cabin of the Woods to go into Robbinsville?
No, there was actually a wonderful hostel that we found. Goodwill and I stayed at Paradise on the AT.
Okay. That's on Yellow Creek?
Yep.
I know where it's at.
Yellow Creek Gap is where they pick you up. It's a little on the pricey side, but they pick you right up. They'll take you into Robbinsville. You can get your resupply. They house you. They have a hot tub. It's a wonderful place.
And the other reason I asked you about Lonnie, you could have done the same thing at Stokoe Gap.
Okay.
And he's got a hostel right.
Yellow Creek.
It's right. Yeah. It's the road before Yellow Creek, and he does the exact same thing. And you've got a restaurant next door. It's not priced as a house. It's $25 a person. That's your laundry included and everything.
Yeah.
But that what you're saying is what I try to tell people for advice, because that helps you not carry all that food. And then what Lonnie does, he brings that food to you at Fontana, so you don't even carry it from Yellow Creek.
Yeah. Because that's like an extra day of carrying.
That's right. So that's good information. Has it been what you thought it was going to be? Looking back now.
Yeah. So far it has been. I would say, the first week is pretty tough mentally. You know, you come out here thinking you're gonna crush some miles, even if you're a well-seasoned hiker. But you don't. Like it's hard on your knees day after day. It's hard on your joints, your muscles. So the first week was tough, but once you get through a little bit of that, you know, getting over that mental hump and the physical hump, it's everything I expected. Yeah.
What about the interaction of the hikers? Did you expect it to be that much fun?
Yeah, I did. That was
That's
actually
good.
yeah. You know, I heard all about the culture surrounding the
Right.
trail, and I kind of knew that the hikers out here are really good people. And it was a bit more than I expected.
Okay.
The amount of giving that everyone gives to each other. When you need something, the first person you meet is willing to give you whatever you need,
Right.
even if it means sacrificing something for themselves. I've seen it time and time again. And it's not just the hikers, it's people like this with the trail magic. I've met more than a handful of people who are willing to just give you whatever you need, whenever you need it, just to make sure that you can get through so you can finish your hike.
So you've had a good bit of trail magic?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay,
A lot. This
good.
is probably 9th or 10th,
Okay,
and
good.
it's only day 28. So.
Yeah, and it'll play out after you get to Damascus a little bit. It'll start slowing down some.
Yeah.
So that's good because this is when you really need it anyway, you know, trying to get through these tough first miles.
Yeah.
How many miles are you doing a day, Hemingway? Do you know?
So I was averaging about 12 miles a day.
Okay.
But now we're up to about 20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
Thank you. 2 days ago we did just under 20. Yesterday we did 22.6, and today we're doing 20.7.
So you're going to where today?
We are going
Right past Spivey Gap to
It's the shelter right before Irwin.
5 miles before Irwin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't call it now. I know exactly where you go. Yeah, because tomorrow's
No
supposed to be
business,
snowy.
not shelter.
No business shelter. Right. Okay, well that's good. That gives you 5 miles into Uncle Johnny's.
supposed to be
or
really
wherever.
rainy tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. And are you planning on staying at Uncle Johnny's or the Super 8?
A hostel. I forget which hostel it is.
Johnny's, Uncle
That's
Johnny's.
yeah.
Yeah, you walk right to it.
Yep. I
Can't
heard
miss
really
it.
good things.
When you come off the hill, you're right there at it. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking just a few moments to talk with me. Anything else you might want to share, experiences you've had, or hello to somebody out there before I let you go?
No, but if you're planning on hiking the trail, just get over that mental and physical hump, because once you get past the first 2 weeks, it gets easier. You get stronger. Just keep on pushing through.
All right, Hemingway, again, appreciate the opportunity, and I hope we'll catch you up the trail again and see how you're doing, and then maybe get a picture from Katahdin later on in the year.
All right.
God bless every step, man.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, we got 3 hikers heading for Maine. I'm not going to keep them but a minute, but they just came over Beauty Spot, and they're over here at the road crossing. Give us your names.
Committee.
Committee? Can you tell me how you got that name?
I guess I just named myself the head of one too many committees.
Okay.
On trail.
And where are you from, Committee?
From Chicago.
Chicago.
I'm Little One. I'm from Urbana, Illinois.
How'd you get the name?
Oh, good question. I was just,
On the trail?
yeah, I was the youngest person in my hiking group, and they just started calling me Little One day.
How old are you?
At the time, I was 23.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going to say 17.
No,
Okay.
hiking with too many 30-year-olds.
Okay, good deal. And yours?
I'm Pick Me Up out of Manhattan.
Hit me up.
Pick Me Up.
How'd you get that name?
Sometimes I am one, sometimes I need one.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
Christened by these two right here.
Okay. Y'all enjoying your hike?
Oh, it's
Oh,
been
we're loving
fantastic.
Having a blast? And
Yeah.
you're doing how many miles a day today? 17,
or
20?
23, depending on how we're feeling.
What's the biggest
Yeah.
mileage that anybody's done this year?
I think
For
like
y'all.
87, 88. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, wow.
I think like 22.
Yeah.
22. I had a guy do
22 and a
50,
half.
54 last year.
Wow.
Up on the 4-state challenge when you get way up
Yeah,
there.
we
You
heard
know.
about that.
Y'all have had a lot of trail magic this year, right?
Oh, every
Trail
day.
magic. We're
I know.
so
We're kind of tired of it. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
get into
Never.
town with our food packs all the way full. We
Well,
don't need to resupply.
You get up above Damascus, it's going to be a lot less of it, guys.
Yeah, let's go
But
set it up now.
I'm not going to keep you. God bless every step between here and Katahdin. Anybody want to say hello to somebody back at home?
My parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
And Mom, Dad, sister.
All right, guys, I ain't going to keep you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Jeff.
you.